Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to this July 5th edition of Carry Your Cross. And I want to begin today just by asking you a question. Have you ever gotten up in the morning on the wrong side of the bed? Maybe you had a bad dream. Maybe you woke up, you were slightly fearful or agitated or lethargic or maybe even apathetic about the opportunities of the day. I believe maybe all of us have been there from time to time, but it stands to reason that if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you can also wake up on the right side. Sometimes we wake up, and sometimes I wake up, very excited, very expectant about what's going to happen during the day, very joyful, very happy. But my question is, why do we fluctuate like that? Why do we have different moods on different days? And I'm certainly not a psychologist by any stretch of the imagination, trying to figure out the complex physical and physiological things that make us tick or make us feel the way that we do. But there is another question that is on my mind today, and it's this. When we have off days, when we don't feel like ourselves, how do we follow Jesus on those particular days? Every single one of us are going to face times that are not as good as others. And there is one particular passage of Scripture that I go to from time to time, and it serves as an anchor for me. It's taken from Paul's writings in the book of 2 Corinthians, and it's just one short verse, but hopefully it will bring you encouragement today the exact same way that it brings me encouragement, because Paul reminds us and me that we are to walk or to live by faith, not by sight. In other words, what Paul is saying is that our lives should be lived with the expectancy that Christ gives us. We are not to live by sight or by what we feel, because what we see and what we feel changes pretty much every moment of every day. But our faith is something that needs to be constant. It is something that we can turn to every moment of every day. And you understand that living by faith means that I place all of my trust in who the Lord is. And I understand all of what He has done through Jesus Christ in my life. And even though you can't see faith, you can't tangibly reach out and grab faith as I can this stapler or something else on my desk here. I believe that Paul says that we are to embrace faith and to be aware of it just as much as, if not more, than what we see. We understand that the author of Hebrews in Hebrews 11:6 says that without faith it is impossible to please God. Now, just allow that particular verse to settle into your spirit. Without faith, it is totally impossible to please God. So I believe God desires us to embrace faith just as much, if not more, than things that we can grasp tangibly or physically. You see, living by faith doesn't just mean that I pretend to be an emotionless robot. It means that my faith in Jesus should have the final word on my attitude, on my perspectives, on my outlook, on the way that I live my life. So as I close this segment today, I just want to continue asking you two more questions. And I wrote them down as a Jesus follower. Number one, I have a choice. We have a choice. We all have a choice as to what is going to be in charge of our lives. Is it going to be my faith, or is it going to be my feelings? And as we continue to follow Christ every single day, there is another question. Who is going to have total control of our lives? Is it going to be us, you and me, or is it going to be the person of Christ? You see, I have no idea how you are feeling today. I don't know what emotions you are embracing today. Psychologists tell us that there are 34,000 different emotions. So I guess you can take your pick, but as we think about those things, do we want our feelings to govern our faith, or do we want our faith to govern our feelings? And while your emotions might be along for the ride, they don't have to control the steering wheel, because as a believer, we understand who steers us every moment of every day, and that is the person of Jesus Christ. So until next time, this is Pastor Lane Collins right here at Mount Calvary Baptist Church. I just want to encourage you to continue carrying your cross wherever you go, whoever you're with, whatever situation you are facing. And I want you also to know that I pray for you and your families. I look forward to seeing you here at Mount Calvary, or maybe somewhere in the community. If I've never met you, I so desire to do that as well. But until that time, just know that you are loved by me, and ultimately you are loved more by the person of Christ. God bless you.